So get this loaded if it will load. Now it's going really slow. And I'm sure there's a warm-up question. Oh yeah, this is super fun. I like this lesson. It's cute. So there's a couple of images. These are like viruses. COVID-19, I want the virus's real name. SARS-CoV-2, I said the real name. The Rona, perfection. You know, if you can't have a little bit of fun with memes, what can you do? All right, warm up. What does it mean if something goes viral? What is a computer virus and why is it called that? So that's what your warm-up questions are. Take a minute to answer those questions. Yeah, this is exciting. Love it. This is the type of computer I had, you know, when I was a kid. This is what happened. This. Over and over. SOL. We're not. Yeah, you'd be SOL if you were watching, if you had a virus on your computer. Good point, Lucy. So out of luck is what that stands for. All right. Does anyone want to type in what they wrote? What does it mean if something goes viral, or what is a computer virus, or why is it called that? You can just copy and paste it over from your document. That would be swell. Looks like we have more people here today than we've had in a while. 20 people. That's really good. All right, something that's viral, spread rapidly, shared and copied across all social platforms. A post that has a lot of attention in the form of many likes, share, and comments. 2, that's like a perfect definition. It's almost so good, it seems like you may have got it on the World Wide Web. When something gets into your device to cause trouble to your data and device, yes, good and young. A virus which could make problem in computer program, yes. Yours is better than mine. Yeah, 2, yours is nice. If something goes viral, it spreads out a lot. A virus is something that makes your device glitch. A computer virus is when your program ruins your device. All right, cool. Some good answers. One last one. My mom decorated my what? Oh, I did too. But that's not, is that a virus? What does that have to do with viruses, Joseph? All right, let's go on. Yeah, we got decorating as soon as Halloween was over. It just gets dark so early, you know. You just have to. All right, your objectives: students be able to describe viruses. And here's another picture of a virus. This is a very timely lesson because there's a lot talk about viruses happening right now. So hopefully you learn a little bit of something about viruses. All right. So there's some thing from the textbook. What are the characteristics of viruses? So as I read this, maybe you'll be able to fill out some of the things on the document here. So it says, have you ever noticed that when you spend time with a friend suffering from cold, you sometimes feel sick a few days later? You were probably infected by a virus. A virus is a tiny, non-living particle that enters and then reproduces inside a living cell. Viruses are non-living. They have a protein coat that protects an inner core of genetic material and cannot reproduce on their own. Still not loaded. Yeah, turn it off, come back. So really important. Obviously, they're really small, really, really small, much smaller than a bacteria, you know. We talked about that. But they're also non-living. And the only way they can reproduce is through, they're non-living, so they have to live, or they have to reproduce inside of other things. including animals, plants, things like that. All right, so they're tiny, non-living particles. Viruses enter and reproduce inside of a host cell. So the thing they reproduce in is called a host cell. It is not made of a cell. Viruses, they're weird little things. Nothing will load for me. I know. It's really hard. All right, we got to move on, though. I'll have the video of this up later, so if you need to, or you just go through at your own pace. All right, virus needs. Viruses cannot live outside a host, and they cannot reproduce on their own. And here is a picture of a virus attacking the cell, inserting its DNA. The DNA reproduces, and it kills the cell. Sometimes that's what happens. Virus shapes. They have a bunch of different shapes. Viruses vary widely in shape. Some viruses are round and some are rod-shaped. Other viruses are shaped like bricks, thread, or bullets. There are even viruses that have complex robot-like shapes, such as the bacteriophage. A bacteriophage is a virus that affects bacteria. In fact, its name means bacteria eater, so that's cool. So just like bacteria, they have shapes that are spheres, like a ball shape. That'd be similar to the coronavirus. They have something called a helical virulence. And you can see here, this is a drawing of it, but it's actually pretty accurate. They are set up like a tube. The protein coat winds up like a garden hose around the core. So imagine a garden hose. This is the protein around the core of it, around the DNA in the middle. There's a polyhedral shape. It includes the classic virus shape that looks like a dodecahedron. It's got 12 sides. If you ever do any like dice games, maybe you've had a dodecahedron die. They're pretty cool. And then look at this one. This is the actual shape of a virus. This is crazy scary. It's called complex. It has a geometric head and it has long legs. So see a geometric head, long legs. Looks like a little robot. Pretty scary. Yeah, kind of like a spider. Yeah, really creepy, honestly. It almost seems like it's man-made, but it's natural. And it's non-living, and it can only reproduce with a host cell. A robot, yeah. The cookie spider for me. Well, exactly. There's actually been a lot of popular television shows and such where the creatures actually look like viruses. What was it? Where the sky was falling? I don't remember. Some Chicken Run show. Anyway, I think the things on there that came from the sky looked like these viruses. Anyway, some show. All right, here's a couple more pictures. Influenza virus is round, like COVID-19. Tobacco mosaic virus. Bacteriophage. This is the dodecahedron one. So the tobacco mosaic virus, it actually it infests in a plant, the tobacco plant. Yeah, Chicken Little, that's it. Yeah. Thank you. You guys are listening. Very good. The most common viral shapes, this is just a continuation polyhedral. Envelope, influenza, HIV, see a circle shape sphere. Oh, here's the Ebola virus. That's really creepy, huh? Ebola virus is really scary because, alien spaceship cube thing. They move, it makes you like bleed from your eyes and your nose and your ears and stuff. So you want to stay away from Ebola, that's for sure. Virus sizes. Remember I said they're really small. Viruses are smaller than cells and cannot be seen with the microscopes you use in school. Viruses are so small they are measured in units called nanometers, nm. 1 nanometer is 1/1000th of a meter. Ooh, that's small. The smallest viruses are about 20 nanometers in diameter, while the largest viruses are more than 200 nanometers in diameter. The average virus is quite small, even compared with the smallest cells, those of bacteria. So they're really small. Here's a smallpox virus, a cold sore virus, influenza, a cold virus, yellow fever. Look how small it is. And this big old red thing, that's a red blood cell. So look how huge the blood cell is compared to all these tiny viruses. So these viruses are small. That's why these masks, they help, but not a lot. But you still have to wear them because they do help. How big are viruses? Well, let's say that we could enlarge an average virus. This is slide 18. We could enlarge an average virus, the smallest of all microbes, to the size of a baseball. So you have your virus, you change it to the size of a baseball. An average bacterium would then be the size of a pitcher's mound. And just one cell that makes up your body would be the size of the ballpark. So viruses were the size of a baseball. A bacteria would be the pitcher's mound, maybe like 6 feet. And then your one cell in your body would be the baseball stadium. Holy moly guacamole. Yeah, exactly. Ooh, language. Holy goodness. Yeah. All right, naming viruses. So just like bacteria and animals and plants, they're named for different reasons. These are named for different reasons too. Because viruses are not considered organisms, scientists do not use two-part scientific naming systems to identify them. Scientists naming viruses in a variety of ways. For example, some viruses such as polio virus are named after the disease they cause, polio. Other viruses are named for an area where they were discovered. The West Nile virus is named after the place in Africa where it was first found. Same thing for the Ebola virus, is an Ebola river. I'm reading it because it's also being recorded. So if somebody were to come back and watch this later, it'd all be recorded for them. So how are viruses named? This is on page 42 in your book. It's named after its host cell or the organism that they infect, like the tobacco mosaic virus. You guessed it, it infests the tobacco plant. How else are they named? Number 2, named after the disease or symptoms it causes. Polio virus, HIV. And they can be named after the place it was found. The West Nile virus or the Ebola virus was found in the Ebola River. All right, nice. Thank you, Grace. All right. The structures of virus. Oh, there's a lot of stuff here. So you can see here, is this part of your thing? This is going a lot longer than I was hoping. I'm getting bored. Taking too long. On this slide here, the different shape viruses, they line up with each other. And you'll watch a video on your own in just a minute here. Maybe that's in a week or two that talks about this. Anyway, this is not that exciting. All right, structure of virus. All viruses have 2 basic parts: inner core containing genetic material and a protein coat that protects the virus. So 2 main parts, the inner DNA and the outer protein coat. But remember, these viruses are non-living. All right, so this is where we stop. On your own, active listening. And we're actually only 4 minutes behind schedule. You had the coronavirus political shutdown? Yeah, I think I did too. I think I had it in March. Yeah, it is awkward, but it's okay to be honest about it. So on your own, you're going to watch this video. You're going to answer the questions. And then there's a wrap-up question. At 9:14, we will return and we'll talk about the video questions and we'll talk about the wrap-up. And there is an optional extension, which is pretty cool, to be honest, if you get a chance to do that. So right now, I need to do attendance, so stay on for a minute or two. I see there's 20 of you all. Actually, let me take a screenshot of this, and then you all can hop off if you need to. All right, so you're going to return at 9:14. All right, if you want to stay on your Google Meet, you can. If you want to hop off, you can. I can survive a semi-apocalypse now. Yeah, true. All right, I'll see you guys in a couple of minutes. Watch the video, answer the questions. All right. Welcome back. It's 9:14. So I'll give you every minute to kind of get back. Last things we need to do is just talk about the questions here. Any questions about that? And then do the wrap up thing. So the wrap up is just define using your own words: outbreak, epidemic, pathogen, or contagious. So I want you to just choose one of those that you did and put it in the chat. Once you've done that, you can click submit, and then you can hop off. Okay, you can be finished as long as you've submitted. So take a minute, answer the wrap-up question if you haven't yet. Copy one of these into the chats, either outbreak, epidemic, pathogen, or contagious, and then you can go after you click submit. Okay. Here's one: outbreak, virus spreading in particular place. Good. Contagious, infectious. All right, awesome. Keep them rolling in. All right, if you're just joining us, put in one of your answers of the wrap up, then submit your assignment, and you can go. Also, I'm going to post the Unit 3 review in a couple minutes here. See if I want to start studying now. Study, study, study. Austin says contagious, the virus that you have, you can give it to others. Example, coronavirus. Good. All right, awesome. Infectious, spreading easily and rapidly. I remember once you get this in, you can click submit on your documents. Pathogen, something that can cause a disease. Good. And you can go and get ready for your next class. Don't forget to do your attendance. Outbreak, a virus that spreads in one area. Do your attendance on the school website. Study, study, study. Good, Lucy. Good, Drink. Good, too. Good, Emily. Thank you, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.